Welcome to Black People Love Paramore, a podcast where we dive into the common and uncommon interests of Black people in order to help us feel seen. Please feel free to donate to the show at the link in the show notes, and please rate us and write us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. 5 stars only, because we are 5-star bitches. Word to Yo Gotti. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, and all those things. If you really like the show, join the Patreon family at patreon.com/Black People Love Paramore for bonus content. I'm your host, Sequoia, and today, joining me to talk about Boy Meets World, we have multi-hyphenates and multi-award-winning podcasters Adell Coleman and Anna DeShawn. Check out their podcast, The Head Nod, Life at APWI, wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for joining, y'all. I am very excited to have y'all and for this episode. Y'all are great.
Yay, thanks for having us. That was the dopest like abbreviated bio ever though. Like it really worked.
You did that.
I tried. Thank you. I tried to do what I could. Before we get into diving into Boy Meets World, we have In My Defense. In My Defense is the segment where we bring one unpopular opinion and defend it for you all. I'm excited to see what y'all have for this. I love an unpopular opinion. What y'all got for me?
I'm gonna let Anna go first. Go ahead, Anna.
Me, my brain is toast. I've been on recordings all day. What's my unpopular opinion right now? The first thing that's coming to my mind right now is about pizza, because I'm in Chicago at this moment. So
Okay.
I think an unpopular opinion that I have. This is an I statement. Anna, I, Chicago, Southside. Okay, born and raised. I do not necessarily like deep dish pizza. Like people come to Chicago and they just that's all they want to eat. And at the end of the day, I love thin crust pizza, and it just has to be cut into squares. Okay, I don't know why people eat pizza in triangles, but in Chicago we eat pizza in squares, and I like it thin, and I like a crispy bottom. And in Chicago, that is a very unpopular opinion. It is not how we are marketed out here in the world, but because I'm hungry at this moment, this is what I'm thinking about, and that is my unpopular opinion.
That is quite shocking to me, but yeah, I get it.
I like that one. That's pretty good. My mom is from Chicago, and she feels the same way. My mom do not fuck with a deep dish at all. She stays with a thin crust with a little crispy bottom. And I have inherited that taste as well. The square cut, I don't know. That's a little peculiar. I like a square cut, but it don't have to be. I like it. That's a little peculiar.
I'm just letting you know, anybody that travels to Chicago, if you go to a Chicago place and the pizza is not cut into squares, it is not Chicago pizza. That is not.
Okay. Hey,
that's not how we do it.
Excuse me.
And when they do it wrong, I send it back. I send it back.
So if they bring out a circular pizza,
that serious?
Yes. Because I want my inside pieces. I don't think y'all understand. We just cut into squares.
That's fair. That is super fair.
When it cuts into squares, you get the inside pieces. I like the triangles on the sides. Those go first. And then I work my way inward. You see?
Okay, so your favorite. So you are a like eat your veggies first type person, where you go from least liked to most liked.
That's what it's giving, yeah.
I definitely do that from time to time. Sequoia, you're going to start reading me right now, but yes.
No, that's respectable. That is very respectable. I'm also that person, especially when it comes to vegetables. I am definitely going to eat those real quick, so I get that out the way. Don't have to think about it. And then I'll move on to what I really enjoy in my meal. So I feel it. I'm with you, Anna.
That's a good one. Good job.
Mm-hmm. That is a good one.
Okay. All right. I came through. I did.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to go.
If you don't have nothing,
you know what's so funny? It's like I just kind of was thinking about food too, but I was thinking about like Thanksgiving food, maybe because we was like grocery shopping or whatever today.
We are close to Thanksgiving.
Like, the staples of Thanksgiving are not the best foods. Like they just are not to me. Like
hard stop.
I mean, yes. Like I don't know. Like it's just. Personally, I'm not a big greens fan. Personally, I don't like those, and I don't like turkey. I don't think that is a good big thing. I don't like stuffing stuff with stuff. I don't like plate food touching. Like it's.
I'm sorry, Adell. I'm sorry. Please pause. You don't like stuffing stuffed with stuff?
Yeah, like the bird be stuffed with stuff. Like, just why? Why are we putting things in it to consume?
You know what? That's fair, because I've never had a stuffing that was actually stuffed in a turkey. It's always just been
on the side.
Yeah,
like it's
just. I don't think that Black people do that.
There are
Black people don't do that.
There are.
Black people don't really do that.
Like a dressing, and they'll put the
we don't call it stuffing.
Inside the bird.
It's dressing.
They'll put the dressing, you know what I mean? In the bird, and I don't like dressing either. Ugh.
Okay. Well,
and I don't like my food touching. That's in my defense. Your food should not all be all touching each other and rubbing on each other. Wet should not touch dries. It just should not be a thing. That is
wet should not touch dries. It's funny to me.
It should stay by itself. I'm all about the segregated plate. I'm sorry. It just should not touch. That's you know where what? I'm at. That's me.
I will definitely take me a nice segregated low vibrational plate. Have you all seen that internet trend talking about low vibrational plates? Yes. I will happily take me a nice low vibrational fried foods, greasy, segregated plate. I also don't need it to touch.
It doesn't need to touch.
I don't need it to touch.
And then it goes down the same way. I don't taste it when it's going down. I taste it when I'm taking it in. So it doesn't need to touch.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
I don't know why they kept trying to push that marketing on us, but it all goes to the same place. Okay. But it starts in my mouth.
It starts in my mouth.
I don't understand. It starts here though. So what are we talking about?
Yeah. That's
okay.
That's
I'm glad we're on the same page. Listen, I felt like everybody's was true to me. So I appreciate y'all bringing to my show what I can relate to.
Yay. We've done good.
And I just want to say that I think anybody who doesn't like turkey, okay, just needs to try my smoked turkey.
No, it's always those persons. Try turkey. Mine. You don't like greens? Try mine.
You don't. No, I ain't saying it about greens. Greens is particular. I do love greens though. I love greens, but the greens ain't for everybody, and I don't like how everybody make their greens because I ain't that vinegar person.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a vinegar person. I don't want it to be vinegary. Don't piss me off.
Yeah, I would get
so angry.
If I come in your house,
don't even put vinegar in the shit.
I mean, if I can smell it, I am out. Like if I can
telling you
vinegary in the air, I am out. Like I'm not eating nothing. I'm not hungry things. I don't want nothing.
Y'all fucking preaching. I think this episode is going to come out on Thanksgiving or the day before Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure. So I'm happy we're talking about this. But you're so fucking right. Okay, now are y'all ham hocks or turkey people in your greens? Well,
as an adult who is trying to be salt conscious and live a healthy life, it's turkey. But the one that just want to smash.
Just want to smash.
Okay, yeah, give me a ham hock, okay? I mean, it's ham hock and anything. Let's be clear. Ham hocks and lima beans.
Very much that.
Whatever you put a ham hock
by themselves. I'll smash one of them shits
alone. And to your point, it does like some people just need to just not cook certain things. Like they just don't need to kind of be in the kitchen. People don't have honest conversations about who need to be cooking and who don't. Like sometimes grandma loses a touch. She don't got it no more.
That's
we gotta be honest.
Grandma, I love you. I really do. But I need you to leave that to my mom. At this point, I really need you to leave that to my mother.
Pass it on.
Thank you. Pass it on.
Pass it on. Legacy.
Give it up. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Wow, that was beautiful. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Happy fucking Thanksgiving when y'all hear this episode. Okay, we're going to move on into Boy Meets World. Let me explain what Boy Meets World is for people who might not know. Straight from Wikipedia, per usual. Boy Meets World is an American coming-of-age sitcom created by Michael Jacobs and April Kelly that aired on ABC for 7 seasons between September 1993 and May 2000. Caveat, I did not know that it came out that early and ran that long. Had no idea. The series centers on Corey Matthews and his family and friends as he progresses from childhood to adulthood. Episodes chronicle the everyday events of Corey's home and school life. His teacher and neighbor, George Feeney, delivers life lessons as Corey learns to cope with social and personal issues of adolescence. Corey has strong relationships with his older brother, Eric, younger sister, Morgan, and parents, Amy and Alan. Corey's friendship with Sean Hunter and romantic interest in Topanga Lawrence serve as central focuses of episodes. Overarching themes include a focus on family and friendship, as well as discovering one's identity. Further characters were introduced in later seasons: Jonathan Turner, Eli Williams, Jack Hunter, Angela Moore, and Rachel McGuire.
Oh, yeah.
Did y'all know
I forgot about Rachel.
It ran that long.
I knew it ran long, but I actually thought it was a little longer. I just remember it just kind of being on because they were in college.
2000 feels
they were like in college.
He did go to college.
Yeah, so I was like,
they were.
Yeah,
I think I just stopped watching at some point. I think that's what happened.
In and out. I'll be in and out by then.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think because I started to like the supportive cast more than like the primary. Like I loved Angela. I thought she was dope. Like for real. Like she was cool. Her little relationship. I was really invested in that one. But
let's get into Angela then.
Yes.
She was also the black one.
Let's start there.
She was the only black character on this damn show. Angela's the only black character. And she's not in the whole time. She's like in later seasons. I think she's in the last season or maybe the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But she's in later seasons. Let me explain to y'all who Angela is. Angela Moore was a recurring character in Boy Meets World. She was Sean's first serious girlfriend and Topanga's closest female friend. She was portrayed by Trina McGee. Angela's interracial relationship with Sean was unusual for major network television show at the time, especially one whose target demographic was teenagers. Now, did y'all know about Trina's expose, if you will, where she kind of outs the Boy Meets World cast for the racism she experienced on the show?
No.
Oh, y'all. Oh my God. I'm so happy I can tell y'all about this. Okay. In 2020, Trina McGee did an interview with Yahoo Entertainment where she stated that she experienced racism while starring on Boy Meets World. She stated that the stars she had incidents with were Will Friedle, who played Eric, and Danielle Fishel, who played Topanga.
No!
Say it ain't so.
It's so. I was so devastated to hear it.
I just knew you was going to say Corey. Like, I did not.
No. What? No. Not Corey, not Sean. Thank God. At least not Sean.
At least not Sean. That would have been so
like shit. I would have been sick.
I'm never
that she had to kiss up on this man. Yes. Right. Like, damn. But yeah, no, Danielle Fishel, Topanga, and Eric was out here being a little funny toward her.
That is so whack. Oh my God.
She says she's reconciled with him since, but still, I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah. Never forgiven. No.
Probably just jealous. Too, right?
True.
It's because she was a beautiful girl. She was the only black girl. I mean, her and Sean, they were a whole mood on the show. And the storyline for Topanga and Corey was always tumultuous. There was always drama.
And honestly, it was played after a while. I was just like, all right. Like, we get it.
We got it. Yeah, y'all childhood sweethearts, all that. We got it. We
get married. You. Yay. Like, I wasn't really invested in them after a while. It probably was jealousy. Definitely. And Topanga was like the only like girl other than like Corey's sister who's kind of in and out. She was the only girl like steady cast member, so it probably was very true. Yeah,
I could definitely see it. I feel like that's probably the case in a lot of shows where there's just one black character and you come into a cast where there's only one other girl and now you're competing. So Danielle, I definitely understand how jealousy could have informed that relationship. You hate to see it.
Yes.
How disappointing.
That is.
Yeah. I think Danielle and Will have both apologized since 2020 when Trina said that, but I'm disappointed.
I am.
Speaking of black people in shows, do y'all feel like it matters when a show is lacking POC representation, like Boy Meets World was before Angela came on?
So I think it's always problematic when they act like we ain't never there. Okay. Like, I don't necessarily always need us to be a reoccurring character or a main character, because I love my black shows with all black people. Okay. I don't always need a white person in there. Like, right. But don't act like we ain't never there.
That's how I feel. like when you were in like a climate, right? Like in the college years for Boy Meets World, and they were like hanging out in that one little area with the pool hall. And like Angela was the only black person. Are there no other black students at this school? Like they not coming to get some coffee? Like they not the baristas here? No. This is like you live in just a bubble. Just like I feel like it doesn't have to always be like Anna said a main character, but just in the environment, like it just never exists. Like not a teacher, not nothing, a gardener, nothing, nobody crossing the street, like no one. That's just not realistic. Yeah.
I definitely feel that. I feel like it's yes and no. Like it does matter in that I feel like I didn't have enough good examples of Black girls leading and being in television shows when I was growing up. And studies have shown that does, in fact, impact children's self-esteem. And I'm also severely less likely to watch a show if it does not have a person of color character somewhere in it. That said, though, I feel like a lot of times they kind of just throw a Black character in and be like, here, shut up, niggas.
Yeah.
You know, or something. And I don't like that. Doesn't feel good either. You know, I don't want that, one. And then two, oftentimes friend groups are pretty homogenous, like we were talking about. I love my all Black shows and I want to keep them that way. And that's true to life too. There's like a study in PRI did a study, and the data from that study shows that 75% of white people have entirely white social networks without any minority presence. And the same holds true for roughly 2/3 of Black Americans. These numbers are from 2014, so I'm sure the numbers are a little bit different now. But that is just true to life. Like y'all don't be having no friends. We for overwhelmingly that are POC. But like you said, Adell, nobody crossing the street. Like nobody, you know.
Like where we live. I hate the shows where I hate the shows. What city does take place in? And I hate the shows where it's like, if they do, like you say, if they do bring in a person of color, it's like, all right, now you got it, here you go. Or it's like always got to be the comic relief. Like they just got to always be shucking and jiving in the corner for some. Like I don't want that either. Like I would rather we just don't have them. Like
I'd rather you outright call me the N-word on a TV show than bring in the comedy relief shucking and jiving ass nigga. Please don't piss me off. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it at all.
Yeah.
But that was sort of a theme in the 90s, right?
It was.
The one Black character, right? What stands out to me is Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
Lisa, it was just Lisa.
Just Lisa.
Right? It was just Lisa.
And kind of AC Slater, kind of a little bit.
AC, what is he? Latino? He's Mexican,
right? Yeah, but that's like kind of checking off.
Mario Lopez.
Yeah, they were checking off another box. You're right. And most recently, you know, I actually follow him on TikTok now. It's
yes,
he's actually really hilarious, and his family is really adorable. Yes. But this is most recent commentary of people not thinking he's Mexican, and so he's
that is hilarious.
He is so Mexican.
He is so Mexican.
He's so Mexican.
He is so Mexican. He made this joke like, I can't be this Mexican on Access Hollywood. Basically, like, I won't have a job.
Right. But he's like, I code switch. Are y'all dumb? Like, y'all don't know that this is what it is?
And I was surprised, too, if that was all the way back to Saved by the Bell. Because, like, it just was kind of get by. Like, you know, means to an end there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
And even characters like AC Slater and I can't remember Lisa from Saved by the Bell. They were people of color, but their characters weren't necessarily. Their
characters were not people of color. Like,
you know? Like, I'm like, Lisa was just another one of the members. Like, she wasn't a Black girl.
She was all
not saying that she was like whitewashed or anything like that. I'm just saying there was no part of her character that reckoned with her Blackness in any capacity at all. And the same thing.
Like, did we ever even like see her parents? Like,
I don't recall.
Like,
I really don't recall.
I don't think so. Like,
I don't recall seeing any of their parents though necessarily.
Like, I don't remember seeing Angela's parents. No, I didn't see no Black character we got to take home and like see. No. But at least, you know what? At least for Angela, they gave her. She had a storyline. Like, she had a real storyline.
Yeah,
that wasn't. It didn't feel like, here's your Black character since y'all won't shut the hell up. It really felt like they introduced a nice character that I liked and could relate to some capacity, which was difficult at that time. And I was like, wow. And she was unambiguously Black as well, which I appreciated.
Yeah, that's true. It's another one when they just try to slide someone. You're like, who is that? Are they Black?
It was like we didn't get a mix right. We didn't get
it. Was very clear. Yeah,
it was very good. I think she had locks. Did she have locks at the time?
I just remember curly hair. That's all.
I might have made that up. I just completely made that up.
Wasn't a lot of Black girls with locks on TV.
Absolutely not.
They were like, natural hair? What are you asking? You asking for too much.
Okay. Yeah, slow down.
Okay,
you're doing a lot now.
She did have braids. She had braids.
Oh, she had braids. Okay.
They were like the thin braids.
I just remember curl.
Okay.
I remember her hair was curly often. That's all I really remember. remember.
Oh yeah, she had like the moishas where you could like style the braids in multiple different ways, like that type of situation.
That was such a 90s hairstyle for Black women, just the moishas. Yes.
Oh baby, I can't wait to bring it back. I've been seeing the girlies on TikTok bringing the curly the curly braids back, and I'm jumping on that for the winter for sure.
Nice.
Okay. When did you start watching Boy Meets World overall?
I kind of started. It was I did it with the TGIF block. Like I just kind of consumed it because it was there with some of the other. Because full transparency, Corey got on my nerves. Like he, as a character, got on my nerves. Trash. I thought his best friend was cool. I thought Sean was cool. I thought but Corey just was a whiner, a complainer, always like he just used to get on my nerves. Like
I fully agree.
He just
Adell, talk to me about the TGIF block. For people who might not know, what was the TGIF block?
So every Friday, depending on where you were, it was 7:00 for us.
Not you getting so excited.
Okay. I was hyped for TGIF. So it was like step by step. So it's just like a block on, I think ABC, where just like a lot of cool like primetime shows came on. So and you knew all the theme songs. That's what they used to sing theme songs. Like sing, okay?
I miss that so bad.
They would go in 5-minute intro theme song, you know it. And it was like Family Matters for me, Full House, Step by Step. Sabrina came in after a while, and of course Boy Meets World. Like it was just like a block, 2-hour block of just cool shows. Pretty much all with like Mark Jacobs. Basically, he was producing that whole little block. Like
I think he was. I think he had some type of deal with ABC where like he produced like it's giving Shonda Rhimes before Shonda Rhimes.
Right, exactly.
Type thing, like just own that time frame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was a time where you did, and I don't know when I started watching it, but I was definitely a TGIFer. Okay. And it was a time where you did watch shows at the time in which they came on. There was no DVR in it, right? And so they could lean into that because all the shows were marketing to the same group of people, like the same audience. They were for you. Like a tween. Would you call themselves tweens? Aww. Like tweenish. Yeah. It
was 12 to 14 age group. That's what I saw.
Absolutely. Like parents sit you in front of a TV, they can do whatever they want. You were good for at least 3 hours.
Yeah. All the way invested in the storylines, okay? Like
so invested in the storylines. And you grew up with these people. I mean, I did eventually stop watching Boy Meets World, so I missed some of those college years or whatever, but they really grew up on television.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
those actual actors grew up on television.
Actors,
yeah, they did. We grew up with them. Yeah,
we did. Yeah, it was a good time.
It was very wholesome. Like the most trouble would be like what? Like I don't even know. Like something really like minimal. It was so innocent. Like the things that they like get into or something.
Yeah,
there was always like that one like substance abuse or like anorexic type episode, and then at the end, if you or someone maybe struggling with this, like at the end of each episode, like you're like, oh no, like you're all the way like invested. Like that would be like the most controversial. Like it's so G-rated to what's on TV today. Like what?
Absolutely. Imagine Euphoria. Yeah, Euphoria today versus Boy Meets World.
You can't even put those two things next to each other.
Can't even.
Ooh.
Night and day.
I think kids be watching Euphoria too. That concerns
They do.
me.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Very strange. Can y'all rank your favorite characters from Boy Meets World in order? I have my ranking. Would love to hear y'all's.
Oh, ranking.
It could be just top 3.
Okay.
Or I could go first if that's helpful.
Because like I was Team Topanga until we started this this conversation. I liked her. Like,
okay, because she was a cutie. Okay, I don't know why you like her, Adell, but for me, it's because she was a cutie. Okay, she was stacked. Okay, she had something for the girls to look at. I mean, the guys was probably looking. I mean, but for me, I was like, hello.
Now I'm like conflicted because my spirit after hearing that just dang Topanga. That ain't even her name. First of all, I liked that her name was Topanga. Like I was like, that's different.
That is a good name.
That was a really good name. Yeah.
I'm surprised that more Topangas didn't start being born when she was on TV. Like I'm surprised that name isn't popular.
Yeah.
People probably didn't even know how to spell it.
That don't stop people.
It is a little
that don't stop.
Right. When has that ever stopped anybody? People would be having wrong spelled names constantly.
Put a little accents above stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Anger.
Topenga. Yes. Topenga. Okay.
Not the accent. I can't stand y'all. I think okay, let me just do a top 2. I think it's Sean and Topanga. Probably my top 2.
Yes.
I don't know if I could do 3. I think maybe Angela gets an honorable mention.
I would say Angela. Angela's definitely one of my favorites. And then I actually liked what's her name? The redheaded girl that was a girlfriend near the end. You had mentioned her in
Rachel.
Yeah, I liked Rachel. I thought she was cool. She's supposed to be edgy, but I thought she was cool. And
yeah, she did have like a little shortcut.
She always wore like crop tops. Like she's supposed to be like super edgy. Like that's all it took.
That was supposed to be edgy at the time. She was tall as hell. I remember that. Yes.
Yes. It showed her belly button. That was edgy for the 90s. Yes. So I would say Angela. I still gotta go with Topanga. And I like the best friend. I thought he was cool.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean had real problems. While everybody was like dealing with surface level stuff, his parents were gone. Like he was dealing with some real stuff. Like he had real problems.
Like it was different for Sean. Sean was playing in a different arena than the rest of the girls was playing in.
He was.
Yeah. Shit was cute for them. It wasn't cute for Sean
at all. Sean was just trying to get back. He was trying to survive. Like
that was Sean had to grow up. He was Sean had to be a man. He had to grow up. Yeah, it was serious. Okay. My favorites are the same as y'all's pretty much, with one exception. But my favorite is Topanga, the character. Danielle didn't piss me off a little bit. But Topanga is my favorite character. I felt like, unfortunately, as I said before, TV representation at the time just wasn't that great. Although it's better than it is right now, it still wasn't, fantastic. So Topanga, for me, was a character who wasn't skinny, and she had bigger curly hair, especially in the first season.
Yes.
And I could kind of identify with that. I was like, oh, wow. And she was really strong-minded and strong-willed.
Strong-willed,
and I was like, wow, this is like such a cool girl. Like, I want to be just like fucking Topanga. So that was why Topanga was my favorite. I also had like an actual crush on Topanga, for real. And she's one of like very few female crushes I've ever had. In 2013, she did a sexy shoot for Maxim magazine. And I had, she did. Multimedia googles. And she did a sexy shoot for Maxim magazine. And I had the cover photo as my phone background for like way too long. It was actually a problem.
I gotta look that up. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Topanga was just awesome. Like, she just did not take nothing. Anna, just save it for later. Bookmark it.
It is on right now. Chill. Hello to you too. Hello.
I'm telling you, she looked fucking great in that photo shoot, and I clearly thought so 10 years ago as well, because I definitely had that as a phone background.
And to your point too, like she wasn't. I think that's why a lot of people liked her. Like, she wasn't like your stereotypical of what she's supposed to look like. She wasn't super thin. She had big hair. She was strong-willed. She kind of did her own thing. And I think like that's what was the draw for a lot of folk, too. Because I remember being like, who's that? Like, she's real dope. Like, I really liked her that.
And she was really smart too.
Yes.
You felt like she hit all the things. She's like, I am this person. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And I'm like, why is she with Corey? Again, I didn't like him. So
I was telling Anna before the show started, I said, Corey didn't have the juice like that to pull a Topanga
at all. Like, let's have that honest conversation.
And that gave me hope, okay? Because when I was that age, I had the juice, okay? And Corey gave me hope that it was possible to pull a Topanga, okay?
And a lion. Talking about she didn't have the juice
at all.
Lies.
Exactly.
I didn't have
Thank you. Exactly.
I am not lying. Ask anybody, okay?
Even when they got older, I'm like, why are they still making them be together? Like, can we just move on from this?
She would have been moved on from this nigga. Let's start here. She would have been out.
Yes. Corey was so self-centered and just not a good person. Like, I feel like she would have been left.
I'm happy that Corey is nobody's favorite. So, second favorite for me is Sean. And I always loved an impoverished white character. I don't know why. You can see my obsession with Roseanne also. But Sean was like, he was like semi bad boy. He was bad boy light, Disney bad boy, if
he
you
was
will.
bad boy light.
Bad boy light.
He was definitely bad boy light. And he walked.
Light.
Now wait, before I make this reference, did y'all watch Degrassi?
I did, yes.
Okay. Sean Hunter on Boy Meets World walked so Sean Cameron on Degrassi could run.
110%. Yes. Yes.
That fucking crazy to me.
Yes.
And they were both, I don't know, I think Sean was like a hot boy name at that time. It was like,
it was.
This is supposed to be like a really hot boy. We're going to name him Sean. That's a really cool name. Mm-hmm. And I definitely like both of those characters. I was like, yeah, I'll take either. Whichever you would like to give me, I'll take either Sean. Yes. Me and the Seans could definitely have fun. So, yeah, that's my second. And my third that y'all did not mention is Mr. Feeney.
True.
Because Mr. Feeney was really getting them kids together. He kept them kids together. Corey thought shit was sweet because Feeney was his neighbor. And Feeney was not letting Corey get away with nothing. He did not care.
Yes.
He was gathering Corey every chance that he got. Corey acted up in his class. He like, excuse me. Yeah.
That's true.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
And even at home, like if he come over there with some mess, like, boy, first of all, this is on my time. I'm home. Like you get it
I'm off.
And it's like,
take your ass back.
It's funny too, because like in that little block with all them TGIF, like it was always some story with the neighbor. Like there was always like a neighbor character. Like when you think of like Family Matters, and then Steve Urkel was the neighbor, and it became a whole thing. Like it was like neighbor stories too, and like their interaction with the main characters too, which is really funny. Like they were all doing the same script, just different casts.
They were. They really were.
Yes, and using the same set for most of them, because when you really look, that's the same house for all of them. Mm-hmm. When you really look, yes.
ABC was making them dollars stretch,
mm-hmm. And it worked.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the neighbor thing, I never thought about that before, but that's definitely a recurring theme, for sure in the 90s. And we don't really see a lot of that today
at all. People just live by themselves. They don't got neighbors.
But my question: do y'all know y'all neighbors? Like I don't.
I do. I just loaned mine some drill bits because they're putting their blinds up. Literally 10 minutes before this call. Yeah, she's cool.
Wow. Yeah, I know my neighbors, and I know some neighbors I don't want to know. We know
that part. Okay. I don't want to know all of them. Some are just. But this one, the one to my right, she's cool. She has a big dog, and she's cool. It helps when we're out of town and packages arrive. She just grabs them for us. Yeah,
that's super fair. I also live in an apartment, so people be moving in and out. So
yeah. No. I didn't know my neighbor's side, but with the house. Like I was by myself in my apartment. Didn't want to know, but once we got the house, I'm like, I guess I'll build a bridge. Hey,
I'll get to know some neighbors. Yeah, that makes sense. I do feel like we're missing that in current TV, and I do miss that, like the familial feeling of a neighbor who is not actually your family, but has watched your kids grow up. Has always, been there. You knew if your parents wasn't home or you got home or something, you can go to your neighbor's house. It was safe. I miss that in life and on television.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all the most wholesome story ever?
Yeah.
Oh, please. I love it.
Okay. So my mom and her next door neighbor, Miss Daisy, they are like best friends. And so during COVID, my dad got our fence redone. And they built a gate in the middle of the fence so they wouldn't have to walk in the alley to each other's yards. And so now they can, I am not lying. You can go in the backyard of either backyard and just go through to the other side through this gate that they built. And this door. And it is the cutest, most wholesome thing on the planet.
It's so wholesome. I'm about to cry.
And I told them, y'all better not ever move because ain't nobody gonna want it.
Look, the new neighbor's gonna come and be like, "Yo, close this right on up."
What the hell is that?
Who is this?
Clearly, right. We need a new gate ASAP. That's gonna be the first thing they do.
Yeah. Before they move in, go ahead and close that gate before we go to closing.
Okay. But it is the cutest
I love
thing.
that.
It is so
that is incredibly wholesome. Like I really love that story. Fantastic story. I'm not sure. I remember in Boy Meets World they did have a fence between Corey's house and Mr. Feeney's house.
Yeah, it's like a little one.
And I feel like 45% sure that there was a gate in that fence. which is not the majority, so I don't really know. But now I'm hoping that there was a gay, because that story made me feel really warm and fuzzy inside. I want that for everybody, including myself and Corey and Mr. Feeney.
Yes.
Wow.
Shout out to beautiful. Your future neighbor and your shared.
Truly, we getting a gate. I don't care what y'all talking about. We getting a gate. So prepare. I don't care if y'all like me or not. Now, least favorite characters for y'all. Is it Corey or y'all?
Oh, it's Corey hands down for me. I don't. I do not like him. Like, he just. I don't know. He just had a little snarky mouth. Corey. He was reckless with it. He was like, I remember he said something really mean to Sean about being poor. Like, that's your best friend. Like, it was like this. I remember like it was a whole thing. Like, he was really mean to his best friend. He didn't deserve his circle, to be honest. Like, he just
he did have a good one too.
Yeah. So, I didn't like his haircut. It bothered me. Nothing.
Was it a haircut? It just felt like a bunch of curls. Was it a
I didn't like it. It just
right.
Whatever that hat hair was, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It looked like a helmet. I didn't like it.
It was definitely giving helmet vibes.
It was. It was a helmet hair.
But I will say I appreciate that it wasn't trying to be anything that it wasn't. Right, because Sean had great hair. His older brother had great hair.
True, that's true. He did have some great hair.
He did, yes.
Even his dad had some pretty solid hair. Like,
wow, he did.
Yeah. The 90s dad hair,
yeah.
And they just said to hell with Corey hair.
We leave that alone.
We don't really.
We don't even know what to do with that, to be honest. So we just go leave it.
We said bet.
Because them curls was
tight.
That's
how they were treating black people on set too. Anytime you got some curly hair, they don't know what to do with it. They just leave it there. I hate it. I hate it.
Put a bow on it and leave it alone. They do not touch
That's probably why he was mad at Angela, because he was like, I'm being treated like a black because of the hair texture that I have.
The hair texture.
Okay. And I don't like you because of it.
Because if I remember correctly, Angela hair wasn't that great either, if I remember.
I just remember. I swore she had some little mini locks at some point. That her hair was short and she had mini locks. But
her hair was short.
Made that up.
Something,
right? Sure. Maybe it was twist. Maybe it was like little mini twist. I don't know.
She
was pretty whole time.
Black hairstylists are just kind of getting on sets now, so we know they weren't on the sets back then. So
absolutely not.
They just added that to a clause for the WGA strike. I don't know, or was it the actor strike? It's either the SAG strike or the WG. I'm sure it's the actor strike. They just added that as a clause when they got their deal, that now the actors can consult with the hairdressers and tell them what type of products they need.
Let's go, yeah.
Which has not always been the case, which is crazy as fuck to me. So otherwise, you were just showing up to set, and the hairdressers was using white hair care products.
Yes.
Or choosing not to do your hair. Or choosing not to do your hair.
Because a lot of black actors were saying they were doing their own hair for a lot of the things they were on. Okay. And that's already pressure, because you getting ready for this show and then you got to be in there doing the styling, pin curling your hair. And no.
It's too much pressure when I'm just going out with my friends to do my damn hair. Imagine if I'm going to stand in front of people and act. And I know a billion people going to see this. No.
Right.
Yeah, I'm happy we got that under control. But back to least favorite characters. Oh, please, Anna, you have something?
I don't know what I was about to say. I have nothing.
What was your least favorite?
My bad.
No, you're good. My least
favorite.
Yeah, go ahead, Sequoia. You go for it.
My least favorite is Eric, which is the older brother. Eric, to me, like, he started off very normal, older teenage brother vibes. Like, he was cooler than Corey. He had cooler hair. He was going on dates, et cetera, et cetera. And then through the seasons, they made him dumber and dumber and sillier and sillier. And it started to get aggressive, where I was like, okay, this is not even the same character as the first Eric we seen. Eric at first was just cool, and now he's aggressively silly, and he's the comedic relief, which is fine. You need it. But I feel like it could have been a little bit more tasteful. And I started to hate the hell out of Eric. He was annoying. And he was like infantilized and way too damn old to act like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, especially once they got to college and stuff. And I think it was like him and another character that was just like play off of each other's dumbness. Like, it was just ridiculous.
Him and Jack.
That is it.
Which was Sean's half brother. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He did randomly have a half brother.
Yeah.
See, they just started adding whatever as the seasons got on.
Like, they did. No, they gave Sean a half brother. Alan and Amy Corey's parents had another baby, and I was like, why? I hate it when they started doing that in TV shows.
Seriously, we barely see the sister. Like, why do we focus on that character
when you add a baby about her entirely?
Exactly.
Why is there a new baby?
Why?
What does that add?
Not a thing. Yeah.
When they did that in Fresh Prince as well, I was like, I don't really need Nikki. I don't need baby Nikki.
Serve no purpose. You switched the mama
Why
and
is
bought
baby
a baby
Nikki here?
Switched the mom and brought a baby in at the same time. That was a lot for me to process. Like, you made me lose the OG Aunt Viv, and you brought a baby in here.
Like we're focusing on the wrong characters. Bring back the damn characters you losing. Why am I focusing on a new character? Who is this?
Well, people love the babies.
That's fair. That's fair. I do love a baby myself, so
people love the kids.
I understand how people ride there.
What's that? Full House too? Because remember, Mary-Kate and Ashley twins had grown up, and then like the aunt and the uncle had another set of twin boys, like the little baby boys.
Oh
yeah. Yep.
Oh, I can't remember their names right now, but
me neither. They just bought some random actual twins. Because we all knew Mary-Kate and Ashley were twins, but they were one character. Whereas this time they were like,
Mary-Kate and Ashley twins, but they were playing one character. Right? Yeah. They were playing Michelle Tanner, but yes, it was played by both Mary-Kate and Ashley. I recently found out that the reason that they do that is because child actor laws are just like stricter, obviously, than adult actor laws. And so they can only be on set for 4 hours instead of the full 8. And so they would love to work with twins often because you can get a full day's work out of, 2 separate children.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Capitalism will have you doing some strange things.
It'll make it work, right?
Sick. Okay. Because Sweet Life of Zack and Cody too. They played in what is that movie with Adam Sandler? They play Big Daddy. Yes, they played in Big Daddy, and they also played one character.
I haven't thought about these 2 white boys in.
They just brought them in. They were like, all right, everybody's aging out. They're not as cute. Let's bring some baby boys in here and have them both play characters. They were both in it at the same time.
Yeah.
I will say, if I had least favorite characters, I would agree with both of you. In order, Corey and then Eric. Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything for me.
At all.
No.
The supporting cast was strong.
Supporting cast was really strong.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's true for a lot of shows that are led by a character. Like, I won't even say a lot. I can only think of one example, and I've used this example on the show before, and I don't want to feel like a hater, but it's true. For Grownish, I don't know if y'all ever watched that, but like,
I tried.
Yara Shahidi's character is by far the least interesting character
I've heard. That's why I
of that cast. And she is the lead. And the same thing happened here on Boy Meets World. It's like, I don't give 2 shits what's going on with Corey. What's going on with Topanga? What real shit Sean got to deal with today?
Right.
Why is Eric so damn dumb? What's going on?
For real. Yeah, no, that's true. Because on Family Matters, like Steve Urkel was supposed to be 1 episode. Like he was supposed to just be there for like 1 or 2 episodes, but like the analytics and everything came in was like, nah, he's a hit. Like, so then he became this standard character. He was not supposed to be like in it that much. So when you look at like the first few episodes of Family Matters, it was so boring. Like it was not really. Once Steve Urkel character started coming into play, it's like, yo, okay, this is funny now.
And they didn't like it.
Oh no, they didn't like it at all.
Wait, what you mean? Who didn't like it? What
happened?
The cast.
The cast, yeah.
And the parents, oh, they really didn't like
Especially the mom. The mom, Harriet, yeah. They said she could not take it.
Because they were sold that this was their moment. They've been in Hollywood for a long time, never had like that leading main character role. And this was their moment.
Because Family Matters is a spinoff of another show. Because Harriet used to work as an elevator operator on another show. I'm trying to remember what show that was. And then she got fired. And then that's when they go to Family Matters at the same time. Because you remember in the early season, Harriet lost her job as an elevator operator. That was the connector spinoff from that show. That was the era of spinoffs. Everybody had some type of spinoff.
It was. There's like shows that like people don't even realize were spinoffs.
Spinoffs for spinoffs of spinoffs. Still spinning. Yes.
Very much that. Moesha wasn't a spinoff of anything, was it? No.
No, but the Parkers was a spinoff
of Moesha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but Different World was a spinoff of the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Living Single wasn't a spinoff of anything, was it?
No.
The Friends show enough spent off.
Friends spent off of Living. Don't get me started, because Living Single is one of my favorite shows of all time. So but yes, absolutely. They stole that idea all the way. But even like a show like that with Living Single, you saw white people in the background when they would be out on the train. You would see it in their environment. You would see the white people. But with Friends, they be in New York City in that little coffee shop, and not a single black person came in for some coffee.
Crazy.
Not a one. No need for
now. That's crazy.
Like, come on.
Like New York City now,
right? And I think people were complaining. It's like near the end they added like a random girlfriend. I think Aisha, the comedian, Aisha Curry was like a girlfriend, and I was like, "Here you go." I'm like, "No,
not Aisha Curry.
Is that her name? No, what's her name? I don't know.
Aisha Curry is Steph Curry's wife.
Oh yeah, Aisha, whatever. The comedian girl.
I don't remember, but it was something like that. Yeah.
It's something with a C, but not Curry. Yeah, she ain't acting. She cooking, but not acting.
Okay, Aisha Tyler.
Oh, I was wrong. Not a C.
Aisha Tyler.
I had the first name.
You were close.
Yeah, she
Aisha,
was on a few episodes.
I see how you wrapped it, Curry.
As like one of the girlfriend or something for one of the characters, because it was like a whole thing. People were complaining, and then it was like everywhere. Like tonight, she comes in as the girlfriend. Like, oh, y'all really
the
trying
black
to,
girl.
The black girl
is coming to your TV just for the blacks.
Just for the blacks on this
Don't
white
ever
show.
say we didn't give y'all nothing.
Take it.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about when I say they just threw in some shit. That was that.
Yeah.
So this is funny. This article was just written in 2013. Aisha Tyler talks about how people still yell at her and say that's a black girl from Friends. And they just yell at her, be like, Charlie.
Oh.
Or just go, black girl from Friends.
Oh, stop it.
That's what she said.
Stop it. Aisha.
But like, that's literally what they did to her, though. Like, they put her in, when you go however many seasons and you have no black person, then you pick one black person and then she serve it and then she's gone and then that's it. That's literally what they did, That
is what they did. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Now, a point that I wanted to bring up is about season 5 of Boy Meets World. In season 5, Topanga is accepted to Yale, but rejects the offer to remain close to Corey, which then leads her to propose to him at their high school graduation. The sentence is so wrong, top to bottom, that it makes me sick to my fucking stomach.
Top to bottom.
Topanga, you turned down Yale for Corey Matthews. ... Why?
And this is where the messages go wrong. Okay?
Yes. Bad message. Horrible message.
It's like, what was their school supposed to be? Like, I don't know what school they were supposed to have gone to, because all of them got in, including the brother, at the same time.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Let's just all go to the same university.
The same college. Yeah.
Because the brother was there. Everybody was there. So
you're right.
Topanga was clearly overqualified for this school. She should have been elsewhere.
Eric got into the damn school. Topanga, why are you there? Yale, you don't turn down Yale for shit. It doesn't matter. It really actually doesn't matter. You turn down Yale for Harvard.
You took 2 L's because you turned it down and you proposed to the dude. Like, come on, get him.
Don't even get me started in the second half of the sentence.
Like, Corey, you proposed to Corey.
Topanga, get up.
Get up.
Okay. I am devastated. And it felt like such a departure from who her character was up until that point. She was such a smart fucking girl, so driven, so studious. You turned down an Ivy League education to sit here with this nigga, and then you propose to him in high school? Proposing to him feels kind of like something she would do because she was very nonconformist, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
not
but in high school, it feels off-brand for her.
Did they ever get married? I don't even remember. Like, I don't.
They did get married.
Eventually, right?
They did get married. Mm-hmm. I think they got married like a long time after, though. Like,
a long time. Like, they were at school established. See?
Yes, they were like in college a long time after they got married. A side note: this is my own personal bias. Please shut me up if either of y'all have this experience before I embarrass myself right now. But like marrying the first person that you ever kissed or dated, especially when you haven't ventured.
Terrible
idea. You know what I mean? Like, don't especially when you haven't. Don't do that, y'all. I'm sorry. And like, this is coming from a girl who, when I was 17, I had my first serious boyfriend. We were together for 5 years. I wanted to marry that man with everything in my being. And he's still great. I really want to point out, he is still a fantastic human being. But you should at least get other experiences with other people to find out who you are, what you like, what works for you, what does not work for you. And it felt very off-brand for Topanga to make a decision like that, based on what we knew about her up until that point.
No, I agree. Go out, explore, see the world, go to Yale, travel. I had her traveling. Like, she was about to be a world traveler and just kind of doing her. And it's like, I'm with you. Don't be popping the proposal at high school graduation. Like, go date have a whole phase. Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
you ain't having it with Corey. You're not. Like, okay?
Corey can't bring a hoe out of nobody. Corey, I promise you that. Bring a hoe and out like of Anna was saying, Topanga was stacked. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Had everything everybody on the planet could ever desire, babe. The streets would have loved you, and you would have loved the streets.
Yes, they was calling, and you
but you wanted to stay on the block, literally on the block you grew up on, with this nigga Corey Matthews. Why?
Right. Yes. She should have tapped into her younger Topanga that when he first went for her, she didn't want him at first. Tap into that. Okay.
She was not
had goals that didn't involve little helmet head. Like, you was doing your own thing. Like,
I feel like she was more likely to end up with Minkus. Y'all remember Minkus, the nerd character?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she was more likely to end up with Minkus because he was smart than Corey, old dumbass.
And then he like tried to be a bad boy, but he wasn't a bad boy. It's just he
he did like have some like shift.
This little phase that no one believed. Like, stop.
They laughed at him. Poor boy.
I'm still staring at this Maxim cover. Thank you.
Anna, please.
It's right here.
I feel like she's gonna be locked in for the rest of the day.
I'm gonna have to pull it up for people who are looking on YouTube.
Oh, I'm happy to share my screen.
There's that. She said, please, I have it up. Don't worry. You don't have to pull it up. I
have it up, my friend. You did the work today, okay?
That's about to be the background. That's about to be the background on her computer and everything. It's just about to be there.
We got a screen share going on right now.
Well, alrighty then.
For those of you who are watching on YouTube, and if you're not, you should be watching on YouTube because I get double paid that way. Look at this shoot, okay? Danielle looks fan-fucking-tastic.
She does. Yeah.
God, she looks so good. I had the one with her in the red 2-piece little lingerie set as my background. That one was the one that was my background.
Wow.
I think that's it. You pity. Ooh. I just say thank you. I say thank you. Okay. Is this the red? That's the red right there.
That's the red.
That's the red right there. I'm happy that I can enlighten you and show you. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so happy that I could bring this to you because I do.
I appreciate these types of blessings. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I can't find it on Maxim.com anymore. Like, I feel like they got something must have happened. Like, on the actual site, I can't find the interview or the like slideshow of photos from the shoot anymore, and that's weird to me. I don't know what the hell happened. I hope Danielle didn't decide that she didn't like the attention from it. I don't know. Because I was paying it. I was definitely paying attention.
Well, it was.
Oh, you said I didn't.
Oh, she browsed.
I just didn't
see what you done started.
Don't get this nerd started. Let me stop sharing my screen. Y'all go find for yourselves. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Go look at it from yourselves. See? I did have some trivia lined up. Just a little bit of trivia lined up.
I'm about to not. It's about to
right.
I'm about to lose. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Now I feel like the questions are easy because I made it questions that I could have answered. And I feel like we probably on the same page with how heavily we were into Boy Meets World. Okay. Oh, so, well, this first one is a little bit hard.
What does be easy and start with a hard question?
Right. This first one's hard. What does Harley, the school bully, refer to Corey as?
I have no idea.
Loser, helmet head. That's what I'm calling him.
He called him Baboon.
Dang, did he really?
Do y'all remember that?
Oh no, not baboon.
No, hold on.
Terrible.
When you have in retrospect, doesn't that feel a little bit crazy? Like
that's pretty deep.
That feel weird?
Let's talk about what would not pass in 2023.
That would not pass. That would have got canceled immediately.
You calling the only little curly hair boy the closest thing we had to a black on the show before Angela came. You calling him monkey? I don't know.
That would not have flown. Nah.
Oh no.
It was weird. Okay.
That is
moving
weird.
on.
That was deep.
What's Sean and Jack's dad's name? Damn, maybe these are all kind of hard.
This is hard.
Sequoia, this is not entry level
at all. Okay, the dad's name.
I don't even remember what dude looked like.
There.
Okay, he was like a big Dan Connor type character. He was like a blue collar, big, white, burly man. I'm only saying Dan Connor in an image, not in behavior, because he was trash as fuck, and overwhelmingly Dan was not.
Okay, so Sean's dad.
I could tell you. I'm just gonna tell y'all because y'all not.
You can just tell us all the answers.
Y'all just gonna be guessing right.
Steven.
His name is Chet. His name is Chet.
Of course it's Chet. Of course it is.
His name is Chet. And I remember I think he dies.
I
think he dies.
So.
And they have to come together in the hospital over him, some shit like that. And that caused some issues.
Oh, he was the dad.
Yeah. Okay, so you recognize him.
I recognize him. I would have never thought of his name.
I was going through things, real life, man.
It was.
Now, this last one, y'all can guess it. This one, y'all can guess.
Okay.
I feel like, and I'm gonna give y'all a hint to even
2.
further your ability to guess it. Okay. What is the final line of the finale, the series finale? If you need a hint, who said the final line of the series finale is Mr. Feeney.
Oh, this wasn't Corey.
No. If you had to guess, what would Mr. Feeney say to close out all of Boy Meets World?
You're Googling. I hear the keys.
We hear the keys, Anna.
We hear your keys. Your keys loud.
Good. I'm not trying to hide.
I guess that's it.
I'm not hiding this shit from y'all.
What did he used to say when he would see them later? Like when his sign off, right?
He said, "Class dismissed."
Oh,
yeah.
At least it wasn't super cheesy. I guess Boy Met World, some weird thing with the title of the show.
That's a good guess too, though. No, but he said class dismissed, and that really made me emotional when I was researching this episode, and I saw that was the last words. I literally had to take a deep breath and pause for a second because I said, "Wait." That tried to get me.
Especially because everybody loved Mr. Feeney. Everybody loved Mr. Feeney.
Great. Feeney was great. I saw on Twitter that he passed. I didn't research that to make sure if that was true or not, but I saw on Twitter that the actor who played Mr. Feeney passed, and I pray that that's not the case. I hope I didn't just kill George Feeney myself.
Well, he was older even on the show. So.
He was old then.
He was old.
Yes.
No, because his Wikipedia is not updated that he died. It just says when he was born. He's 96.
Right. Well,
he's 96.
Wow. Keep on pushing.
Wow. See, that's why you can't fucking trust Twitter. You gotta research for your damn self.
You do every time.
Keep on keeping on, Mr. Feeney.
Yes. He's 96. He went to Northwestern. He had 3 kids. Oh, one of them died.
Oh.
Well, shout out Mr. Feeney. I'm glad he's still kicking.
Yes.
And I will leave you with this, my final addition to the episode. In a Chance the Rapper song titled "I Might Need Security," Chance raps, "They call me the advocate. They'll slide like the abacus. Boy Meets World. Everybody been savages." And that spoke to me. I liked it.
Yeah, I like that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually fire. I'm here for that.
In case the listeners don't get it, the character who played Corey, his name is Ben Savage. So everybody.
Yes. That's probably the coolest Corey will ever be. That line.
Definitely. Definitely. I didn't even check how many niggas have name checked Topanga in a song, but I'm sure it is several.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Got to be.
I think
I'm sure. I feel like that's so many people's sexual awakenings. Yes. I'm sure.
Yes, a whole generation. Yes.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all for coming on. It was so good to have you. Do y'all have anything else you would like to add?
Listen to the head nod.
Yeah, I was say check out our podcast.
I was about to say now. Yeah, let the folks know where they can find you online.
Out the head nod, Black Life at a PWI, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And it's easy because the show logo is our silhouette, so it looks like us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We love that. You want to tell them where they can find you on social, Adell, or do you not?
Yeah, sure. You can follow me on social at I am Adell Coleman. It's spelled with 2 L's, so Adell. I am not the singer, so I am Adell Coleman. Wherever on socials.
And you can follow me at Anna DeShawn across all social media. And if you're a TikToker, definitely hit me up there.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Anna be on TikTok, period. Mm-hmm. Come on. I'm definitely going to hit you up on TikTok. And per usual, you can find me at BPLP Pod across Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And you can email me at blackpeopleloveparamore@gmail.com with episode topic recommendations, hate mail, feedback, or anything else. Join the Patreon. Bye, y'all.